Well, it's tax season, and shockingly, Americans have left more than an average of $1 billion in unclaimed refunds on the table the past few years. In addition to that, though, there's confusion still about the Affordable Care Act and how it affects tax returns. We're going to cover both topics this morning with a guy you probably recognize from the commercials. Richard Gartland is a senior tax preparer at H&R Block. Good morning, Richard. We don't want to leave money on the table. So what are some of the most overlooked tax breaks?
You know, we find that people are not taking advantage of credits they're entitled to, or they're not maximizing their deductions. And in some cases, people who are not required to file by law may have had money withheld, and they're not claiming that as a refund. So these are the three big areas. In the area of tax credits, I think the biggest single one is the earned income tax credit. Now, this is primarily for low and moderate income people, and it can be worth up to $6,200. We've estimated that 1 in 5 people who qualify for that credit are not claiming it. Second big group of credits are the education credits, and I'll mention just one of those. The American Opportunity Credit is good for the first 4 years of post-secondary education, and it can put $2,500 in your pocket.
All right, so then how will the Affordable Care Act affect our tax return?
You know, the Affordable Care Act has now joined tax and health care at the hip, if you will. And what we're finding this year, particularly for people who don't have coverage, the penalty that they paid last year is roughly doubled. Just to give you an example, a family of 4 earning roughly $60,000 in household income is now looking at a penalty of about $850, and that's likely to be $2,000 next year. So this is some serious things that people should consider in getting coverage.
All right, let's talk about mistakes for a second now. What are the most common mistakes we make when we do our taxes on our own?
I think among the most common mistakes are the correct filing status. So people are going to be either single, married filing joint, or married filing separately. That one gets to be problematic for some people, and head of household. And choosing the correct filing status for your situation is important because it affects the tax tables that you're using and ultimately can affect that refund that you're hoping to get.
Different people have different situations, so I guess how can life changes affect our tax returns?
You know, life changes pretty much equal tax changes. When we talk about life changes, we mean things like getting married, having a child, buying a home or selling a home perhaps, sending that child off to college, and retirement. All of these things affect your tax situation, and we find that people often do what they did the prior year rather than taking advantage of the changes that have occurred.
Yeah, are there other ways to save on taxes this year?
You know, there's one great way for people to save on taxes this year. We're running a wonderful promotion. This is for people who were not Block clients last year. If they come in this year and have us prepare their taxes between now and March 31st, what they're going to pay us is 50% of what they paid last year to have their taxes prepared.
And Richard, how about a website to go to with more information?
Sure. We'd like to invite people to come to our website. That's hrblock.com/payhalf.
All right, Richard, thanks for all the info. Mary, over to you.